Welcome to Live from the Gardens, a Fanimorph podcast about animals and how to be a convincing Animorph. This week, we'll be talking about the spider monkey and the jaguar, two of the animals we encountered in Animorphs number 11, The Forgotten, the book we discussed last week on the Dork-Bajir Chronicles. My name is Mikhail, the host. Nice.
And I'm Braden, the Forgotten.
Oh, that was Tessa's introduction to herself.
Yeah.
Just the monkeys.
I don't... If she wanted to make a normal one after that, I don't care.
Well, no, I was hoping you would jump in on the joke and just do like some jaguar growls.
Well, I had my joke already lined up because Mikhail said forgotten weird.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Forgotten.
Forgotten. Okay,
Don't
spider monkeys. Let's start with spider monkeys.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay, so make sure I'm thinking of the right monkey. Spider monkeys are the ones you always see in like movies, right? Like spider monkeys and capuchin monkeys are basically the same.
Kind of, yeah. Spider monkeys are actually huge. So, fun fact, I've actually seen a bunch of spider monkeys when I went down to South America. They're terrifying, and like we were on a motorboat on the river, probably like 300 or 400 feet away, and I could hear them just screaming and screaming.
Oh, they're ugly.
Ew.
They're kind of cute, but they also look horrifying and like satanic.
I just saw this picture of like one with these satanic glowing eyes and like this bald patch on its head. So they like capuchin monkeys that are all stretched out with super long gangly limbs.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, gross.
They look like
okay, question number one.
Capuchins are definitely
What does a spider monkey's penis lack that most other primates have?
Oh, god damn it.
Ooh, I will say ridges.
Ridges. I like that answer.
The face brain just made at me.
I'm gonna guess foreskin.
Okay, interesting. No, actually, the thing that it's lacking is it's called a baculum. I might be saying that wrong, but it's a bone. So a lot of primates, their penis is actually a bone, and like dogs are like that. Like lots of mammals have
you know
bones,
what? I actually was thinking about the penis bone, and then I was like, well, you know, if I know Mikhail, he's looping humans into those primates he's talking about, and from what I know of human penises, they don't have bones in them.
Oh, Tessa, they totally do have bones in them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry.
Do we?
I gotta go call my mom.
Do we? I've got Braden convinced, even. That's amazing.
No, you don't.
No. Oh,
don't.
Shut up.
Shut up. No, you don't.
All right. Question number 2. How do spider monkeys compare to other New World monkeys in terms of intelligence? So New World just means like the Americas, basically. Yeah. So like, where do they rank?
I think spider monkeys are stupid.
All right.
I also believe they are rather close to the bottom.
Interesting. I want to hear the logic behind that.
I'm just making a guess. Basically,
Okay.
I know most monkeys are really smart, but I just want to make it just based on the death glare I got from that one photo of the spider monkey with its scalp ripped off and its glowing blue eyes staring back at me from Google Images. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want you to be anywhere up high with intelligence. I want you down near the bottom. Pick up your brain with your gangly little arms, why don't you?
Jesus, okay.
I'm guessing that they're on the lower side of things because obviously they're a smaller monkey, but they also appear to have a relatively smaller head, and particularly like a smaller brow region, and you need a fairly large, like literally a fairly large brain and comparatively large frontal lobe to really compare up there with some of the greats.
Well, and I will interrupt you here because I've just been reading this book about animal psychology and intelligence where it explicitly states that brain size is not an indicator of intelligence, or at least not a good indicator of intelligence because there's so many other factors. Anyway, let's find out in terms of the spider monkey.
So in 2006, they did a study to see exactly like what cognitive abilities spider monkeys had. And it turns out
2006.
2000, oh, yeah.
That doesn't count.
Okay, because it was
so
10 years
long
ago.
I'm still reeling from 9/11.
Then they figured out, I guess, through like a lot of fancy neurology talk, that spider monkeys are actually one of, if not the smartest monkey in the New World monkeys.
In the Americas.
True, it's the European monkeys you got to worry about.
Okay, it wasn't the New Worlds when the Mayans were living here. Burp, burp, burp.
You know the vernacular, like the origin of that term, though.
Mayans?
Right? No, like the New World. You know where that comes from.
Wasn't there a book?
That's because God created this one last.
Oh,
right?
no. We're in an evolutionary animal fact podcast right now.
Yeah, I believe in evolution and God, Mikhail. People have layers.
Question number 3.
Ooh, shit.
Okay, you got to close the image of the spider monkey if you're looking at it right now.
I've closed it. It's been closed
Okay.
this whole time. It's seared into my mind's eye.
Okay.
I can feel his
We'll find out.
ghostly blue eyes.
We'll find out.
Okay.
What does a spider monkey's thumb look like?
Oh God, that wasn't in the image. I mean, I feel like it's going to be any kind of monkey paw. Like all of their thumbs, like their thumb just looks like another finger.
Okay.
It's not on the side like ours. It's just coming up the top.
Mm-hmm. It is constantly bent. It's got like a very long base, and then it's got a much longer tip than a lot of other thumbed animals.
Okay, so this is interesting. It was interesting to me anyways, because if I hadn't looked it up, I would have said the exact same thing as you guys. The truth is, it either doesn't have a thumb at all, or it's an incredibly proportionally small thumb compared to the rest of the hand. What? And I encourage you to Google that right now, because it's like, especially the ones without thumbs, it's like, how does it even fucking work?
I feel like that was a trick question then, if they didn't have a thumb.
Well, some of them do have thumbs.
Mikhail.
Okay.
Spider monkey thumb.
I feel if you knew the
Look it
answer
up.
to it, you would have told me.
So I got a spider monkey foot and a human finger on the foot, spreading it out, and I see 4 fingers, and that's it.
Yeah, it's weird looking, right?
Yeah.
It's also super, super long. Their hands
It's
are
like super
huge.
long and skinny. So I feel like without a thumb, their whole hand just wraps like a tail
Kind of,
around it,
right?
like it must.
Yeah. Okay. This actually kind of ties into the next question, which is, what does a spider monkey do when it is approached and or like threatened when it's approached?
How is this like related? It fucking punches it?
No, it'll be related when I tell you the answer.
It gives it that rude UK gesture of the thumbs up. Is that UK or is that some country
else.
where like
UK,
you give a thumbs up
like,
and it's UK it's the V.
Yeah.
But in some country you do like a thumbs up and that's like up your arse or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a lot
right.
of stuff. Give me you guys are doing terribly, so give me at least one thing.
Here's my actual answer. When a spider monkey is threatened, it climbs up higher.
Okay.
It's a fucking monkey. It climbs.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that it screams and climbs.
All right. I'm going to give both you guys points for that, but they're kind of pity points. Because that so what it does, and this is what I was talking about earlier, this is what I saw on that boat, which is they'll hang from a branch and then they'll shake the shit out of it with their tail or their hands and feet. Or if they're sitting, and they'll be screeching the whole time, or if they're sitting, they'll kind of like make this weird humming noise and do the same thing, like shake branches. If you get close enough to them, they'll even drop things on you. Then they've shown that they can drop things up to 4 kilograms, which, falling from like 50 to 60 feet, like that's a lot. That can do some damage.
Nice.
But a lot of what I read made a point to say that they don't actually throw this stuff. They just drop it because they don't have thumbs.
So that makes a funny point when Jake morphs a fucking spider monkey and throws his spear.
It's pretty unlikely that he could have done that.
Oh, wow. Fuck.
Mindfuck.
Well, I guess it also does specify, like, Yeah, the spear was a lot like a branch. I just grabbed onto it.
Yeah, and it's not impossible either that he could have thrown it with just his fingers, if you think about it.
Yeah, if his, like, huge, freakishly long fingers just wrap around it. Also, I am like, thank you for the pity points, but I'm sad that I need them because last Live from the Gardens, I was killing it on the bat segment.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go over the points. Tessa's at 42 and Braden's at 41.
Oh.
Okay, this is the last question, and this is the thing that I wanted to talk about with Axe. How does the spider monkey's clitoris compare to the human clitoris?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think it's big. I think it's like a big, nasty clit. My guess is that it's like impossible to not masturbate with it because it's just right there.
Just hanging out.
Just doing his thing. I mean, the clitoris as an organ is already very large, just externally. It's small on the human female is what I'm thinking of, but internally it's very large and goes inside. I'm thinking the monkey is just kind of like a hyena. It's just sticking right out there.
I feel like we've made
Ready
Braden
for a
uncomfortable.
bee.
I'm gonna go... Please. I watch so much porn. I've seen butts turn into red flowers, Mikhail.
True.
Anal prolapse.
Oh, okay, no.
What?
No.
No, I don't want to think about that. I want to think about magic tricks and
Anyway.
putting flowers into butts. Because that's just funny.
I'm gonna go the other way on this,
Okay.
just to like make it interesting. I think spider monkey's clitoris is very small, underdeveloped.
Okay. Well, the right answer is, well, Tessa's got it. It's a huge clitoris. In fact, they've said that most of the time, if you want to identify a male or a female, you got to look for the testicles because the clitoris often looks
Looks like
Just
It looks
as
like a
long.
penis. It looks like a pseudo penis.
just as long and just as erect, which was a whole learning experience because it kind of makes sense, right? Like it does engorge, but if it's huge and it engorges, like what's the difference between it and a penis?
Oh no.
I mean, some humans have this happen with them too, where their clitoris can engorge.
I think that's a
And looks like a pseudo-penis.
universal trait. It's
think
just
that's
that
just
they're
what-
all
yeah.
different sizes, right?
That's just what clits can do.
I've seen some clits in my day, youngins.
I'm like an encyclopedia of
there
clits.
it is. We're looking up spider monkey clit now.
Clitanica.
Okay, that was the last of the questions. Tessa got
Did
two,
you-
Braden got one. Go ahead.
Did you watch any spider monkey mating videos, Mikhail?
I
Because I
did.
feel like that would be uncomfortably close to human mating videos.
It's actually like not as bad because it's so close to human mating. Because when you watch like the bear or like the tiger mating videos, it's like rape basically. Like that's what it looks like if they were
You
humans.
said that with a weird level of reverence, just like the bear, the tiger.
Okay, I'm saying I felt
It's like-
uncomfortable looking at it.
Rape.
Oh my god, Jesus, Braden, no.
Oh, Mikhail, why have you introduced this segment into our lives?
Okay, so when the spider monkeys have sex, they smell each other, like they smell their balls and all that other stuff, good stuff under
Genitals.
the tail. I read a few times that the female will sometimes like choose the male, and then they'll go off. They often go off in pairs, like they don't do it in front of everybody usually.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
private.
Shy.
But a lot of what I read about spider monkeys in the wild tended to differ from what I saw in captivity. And it kind of makes sense, but like it looked a lot more like the male was kind of pinning the female down to have sex with them. But a lot of what I read about wild spider monkeys was that it's kind of like it's all good. Like the female will look like they're enjoying it in the wild monkey videos, but the captivity ones, it's like they're like screaming and stuff, and it's horrifying. I think it's because they like breed the monkeys, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. Although the fun part is that the female kind of like sits in the like, so they sit like facing each other, cross-legged, and then the female will kind of like sit on him like inside his lap, and then they'll just curl up in like a ball, kind of, and that's how they have sex.
And what do you want
Just
for
like a
Christmas,
ball of
little
humping.
monkey?
Well, they're facing each other.
Oh, I see.
That's the most fucked up Santa Claus ever.
Spider monkey Santa Claus, can you make my clit more engorged?
Oh,
Oh,
Jenny at at school says that her clitoris is way bigger, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with
Mikhail,
that.
why are you talking to some girl named Jenny at school?
No,
Now
I
I'm
was acting
concerned.
as though I was a spider monkey child asking Santa for
For
a
a
bigger
clitoris.
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 You could just see the clitoris. That's the thing, Jenny. You're not hiding that shit. We can all see how engorged your pseudo peen is. Man,
That's true.
Jenny, every time you eat grapes, you poke yourself in the nose with your 5th foot. Calm down on those grapes, Jenny.
Oh man, I was not expecting that. All right,
I
love
haven't
it.
like made Mikhail laugh that hard in a long time. Makes
are you
me proud.
guys satisfied with the spider monkey?
so sad.
Well, I mean,
So
I think the spider monkey is really satisfied
These
with
were
me,
nice
if you know what I
pants.
mean.
Before we got started talking about spider monkeys.
Next up is the jaguar.
Oh, jaguar.
Yeah, I didn't actually know jaguar. It's jaguar. We're gonna have this conversation again.
Jaguar.
Ugh. Anyways,
Jaguar.
I had never really seen jaguars, but I knew that Bagheera from Jungle Book was a jaguar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a jaguar.
Bagheera.
That's pretty much it.
'Cause, like-
honestly.
Because sometimes jaguars can be all black, right?
Yeah,
They're
so
like
we'll
Black
actually get
Panthers.
into that in a minute because it's kind of interesting.
They're very pretty.
You know what? Why don't we just start with that? What is
Do it.
a quote-unquote Black Panther?
It's a jaguar.
Yes, it is a black colored jaguar.
I'm going to give you guys points just to spread the love a little bit, but the reality is that it's kind of a common name for two different things. So in Asia, I'm sure you've noticed that the jaguar, the spotted jaguar, looks like really, really similar to a leopard. Just the leopard's kind of more
the leopard
svelte.
spots. Yeah, and the leopard spots are like a little bit smaller and it's more svelte.
Yeah,
Like,
so
if we look at Disney films, the leopard is what attacked Tarzan, and jaguars look more like lions in The Lion King.
yeah, kind of. Anyways, the point I was trying to make is that in Asia, the black mutation of a leopard, and also, by the way, the mutation is called melanistic. It's like the opposite of albino.
Albino is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The black mutation of a leopard is called a black panther, but in the Americas, the black mutation of a jaguar is called a black panther. Ironically, neither of them are panthers.
Because jaguars are native to South America, and leopards, leopards,
Yeah.
as I call them, are native to Asia, right?
And Africa as well, yeah.
And Africa, yeah.
Interestingly, though, and this was kind of cool, was that like 6% of jaguars about are black, but that goes way beyond what the mutation rate should be. So the implication being that the black actually gives them an evolutionary advantage.
Ooh.
Anyways, I thought that was interesting.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe because they hunt at night. Anyways, so speaking of the coloring of jaguars, why do jaguars have spots?
Camouflage. Same with stripes on a tiger, is to help them camouflage in the jungle.
Yeah. Same here. Camouflageable.
Okay, and then I figured you guys would probably know that. So the follow-up question is, what are they blending in with?
The shadows of the leaves on the trees.
Okay.
Yeah. The darkness, like just the dark coloring relative to their bodies. Because animals don't see in the same sort of bright colors that we do, they are almost invisible in the pseudo black and white vision that they see in.
And what was yours, Tessa?
I had the exact same thing that Braden did. Braden just went into more detail because he remembers that that's what I said in the tiger episode.
Next answer also, Brayden answers first, because I'm noticing a pattern here. All right.
Yeah, he's
Get
copying all of mine because he knows that I am right based off the bad episode.
Answer, which I'll give to both of you, was It's actually the dappled light in the rainforest.
That's literally what I said, was the dappled light. That was the first thing I said.
No,
I don't think you said dappled even once. You said shadow.
I said the shadows of the leaves through the trees, also known as dappled light.
I mean, you could come through the computer and fight me, but I already gave you.
I will.
already gave you the points.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, how does
listeners who've read Redwall, you know where it's at.
how does a jaguar typically kill its prey after it has caught them?
It squeezes their neck till it breaks or chokes.
Okay.
I was gonna be, big bite to the back of the head to break the neck.
The back of the head or the neck? Which one?
Like the neck.
Okay. Actually, no. You were closer with the head.
Damn.
Jaguars have like really, really unreasonably strong bite for a cat. Like not as much as a crocodile, as we've established before. No. But what they do is they crush the skull of their prey. So they'll
I
just
feel like I
destroy
knew this.
it.
Yeah. Wait, what episode did we talk about crocodiles in?
I think it was the bear bite strength, the grizzly bear bite strength.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, right, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Damn. Now I'm thinking of this. This sounds familiar. Is crushing the head. Because then sometimes jaguars will go after kids, and the kids will be found with their heads fucking crushed up.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Although it makes sense. They
it's not often, but it will happen.
They've been found to chew bones, crushing bones and stuff in there.
Oh my god!
Which brings me to the next question: what is the heaviest a jaguar's prey could be? And give me a rough number. It doesn't have to be exact.
How heavy is a jaguar? Are we allowed to know that?
You are allowed to know that. As I Google it. Size and weight may vary. Weights normally range in 56 to 96 kilograms, so it's 124 to 211 pounds.
124 to 211 pounds. Okay. 120 to 200 pounds. Okay, Brayden? You want to answer first?
I'm guessing a jaguar could get its biters into prey up to 250 kilos.
Okay.
50 kilos?
250.
Kilos.
Kilograms, yes.
Okay. I was going to guess 300 pounds. About double.
About double. So Tessa's closer, technically, but it's way higher than that. So they can get prey up to 660 pounds. So that's 330 kilograms. There was a case where they dragged a 360 kilogram bull about 25 feet.
Then Tessa wouldn't be closer because she guessed in pounds.
Did she?
And I guessed in kilograms.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I guessed,
what were the numbers again?
I guessed 300 pounds.
And I guessed 250 kilograms.
Oh, yeah. No, 250 kilograms is way closer. You're right. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Brayden takes the point. Tessa cries silently.
No, I was going to bring it up because I saw the mix.
I can hear her
I saw
crying.
the mistake and was like, I'm not crying, you guys. Shut up. Not my dad.
Okay, last question. What role does the father jaguar have in raising his cubs after they're born?
None.
Yeah, that dirtbag is out of there.
Why?
Because the mom chases him off because he might kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you both get it. Nice. That's exactly it.
Just like bears.
The rate of what's called filial infanticide is extremely high in jaguars. That's where the dad or one of the parents will kill the kittens, or alternatively, another male will come kill the kittens and then use that as an excuse to mate with the female.
That's a great excuse.
Super depressing. Well, I mean, that is what's on your Tinder profile, right?
I will kill your kids if you will fuck me.
Yeah, you got kids, I'll kill them. Yeah. You want new kids?
You want new kids? I can make those too.
You sick of your whiny brats?
Actually, my Tinder profile says 7.5 out of 10 cunnilingus. But let's be honest, better than most.
Ooh.
All right. We can talk about the mating if you want, but go Go ahead.
Brayden, you're just counting that because you went down on a spider monkey once.
Okay.
And like it's all clit there.
It was like a
so you couldn't
blowjob,
miss.
basically. Yeah.
Like you couldn't miss.
I mean, I like to think of all whenever I go down on a woman, I think of it as a blowjob because like I think I get better results when I just think of like the clit as a tiny penis and just like what would I like?
And also, it's the only way that you can actually get off on it.
Fuck you.
Got him.
Yeah.
You got him good, Mikhail. Oh.
You insinuated I would suck on a penis like a homo.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I only
I know
say that
that.
because I know Braden's protested and is pretty well known in the activist community for the Westboro Baptist Church. So, kind of
It's
poking
really
fun.
uncomfortable because I'm religious, but I'm like the good religious, and then Braden's over here bringing me down.
What?
Being a Westie.
Fuck those homos.
Let's talk about jaguar mating. So,
Let's talk about jaguar mating, kids. Okay,
Bow,
Miss
bow.
Frizzle.
the
why
spined
don't you
penis
come
is
down
not
here?
as spined as other cats. True, though.
I spined that interesting. Carlo.
Carlos is like my fucking spirit animal from that show. Holy shit, I love that guy. Also Phoebe, but like for a different reason.
We didn't go into a cat spined penis at my old school.
Arnold. Do you remember the one where Arnold eats too many carrots so he turns orange?
Yeah.
That was
he
wild.
ate too many fucking like Cheetos snacks.
No, it
He
was
on some
seaweed.
sort of, like, Cheeto snacks.
It was seaweed wrapped around carrots.
What?
I'll
thought
fight
it
you over
was-
this. I am positive that's what it was.
It was some sort of snack made with seaweed. I remember that much, but it was like out of a bag.
Yeah, and there was carrots inside the seaweed. I know, it makes no sense. I agree. It makes no
It
sense.
was like in a bagged snack, though, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
like
totally.
he was just like making carrots and seaweed. It was like chips, like
no,
fucking Cheetos.
it was totally like a processed snack from like a chip
yes,
bag.
yeah.
It made no
That
sense.
sounds like something my mom would have fucking got me when we were homeschooled.
It was
Here you go,
bonkers.
kids. Here's your seaweed carrot snack. Mom, this tastes like ass. It's good for you.
Mom, I'm turning orange.
Eat it up or I'll throw it on the floor.
Mom, my
Mom, I'm
classmates have
turning
invaded
orange.
my stomach.
Have some marshmallows.
Cool.
Okay,
Let's get into this cat mating.
not too much interesting about it, honestly. They have sex like tigers and other cats where it's like from behind. I did see quite a few notes saying that jaguar penises aren't nearly as spiked.
That's ridged.
Yeah. So that would explain also why in the videos I watched that the female wasn't like freaking out and like trying to bite the jaguar nearly as much.
It's not really spined, it's more ribbed for her pleasure.
Ribbed for her unpleasure.
Spined for her evolutionary competition.
I mean, a little bit of spice and sex can be fun. Am I right, ladies?
Spikes in the
Am I
vagina?
right, ladies?
Is she right, ladies?
Yeah.
Down in the comments if she's
Please
right.
write in about if this is correct because I am extremely curious.
You can tweet us at Dork-Bajir on Twitter.
Hit
But,
up
like,
my
DM
Tinder
me,
if
maybe.
She's right, ladies. And I'll spike your vagina till the cows come home. And I'll choke your fucking kids right out.
The only other like kind of cute thing was that there were some jaguars that they observed after they had sex they would like hang out for like a couple weeks together, kind of like I don't know, like courting the new whatever.
Or it's just like really awkward and they don't know how to say bye. And they've already made like plans to go to the farmer's market and
Yeah.
they don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah,
And they're just like, okay, yeah, I guess we'll keep it hanging out because we're just going to Michael Sarah ourselves out of this relationship.
like I have
But
a
first we got to
really,
sit through 2 weeks.
I got a really early like water buffalo stampede tomorrow. Like I just got to get to it. Yeah, sorry.
And then like they run into each other at the water buffalo stampede and it's like, oh, hey.
Did you have those kids yet? No.
Did you have those kids yet? Like from last
Can I
night? Yeah.
You know how long, Jeremy, you know how long it takes for a jaguar to gestate?
Yeah,
God,
I know.
Sharon, it's jaguar.
I know, but I just really want to kill him.
War.
So we can fuck
Self-racist.
again.
All right, that wraps
Kill
that
your
up.
kids so we can fuck.
That actually is very much in tune with this week's hypothetical question.
Question of the week.
Hypothetical question of the
Question of the week.
question of the week.
Which one of either the spider monkey or the jaguar would you rather be in a romantic relationship with? Now wait. They both have the intelligence of an adult human,
Yeah.
and they will both live as long as a normal human would.
Yeah.
This answer
Okay.
could be very different based on what gender you identify as.
Or like who you want as your partner.
Right, and you can choose male or female of that species. It doesn't matter. Because you're not making babies, like, obviously.
I would want to be with a lady jaguar.
Oh, really?
Because I don't know if I've gotten into it too much in the context of the podcast, but spoiler alert, I'm not monogamous. Don't do the one and one.
Yeah,
I do the
of
one
all of the podcast hosts
one
on
and
this
one and one and
podcast,
one and one.
Braden is the big surprise for being the non-monogamist creep.
Wow, airing some laundry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then
Sorry,
like
that was rude.
you know, just having like a casually romantic relationship with like a sexy jaguar who like has their own thing going on and like wants to keep the kids away from me if that shit ever goes down, which God forbid.
Yeah.
And just like having some strong, independent jaguar lady just like down to party and clown. That's fucking awesome. That's what you want in a lady. Even a human lady. Like, the more a human lady is like a jungle cat, that's ladies. Ladies, that's
Okay.
what we want. Am I right, fellas?
God. Okay, Tessa, who would you pick?
I'm really I've been debating it in my head while I'm listening to Braden. And I have been listening. I haven't just been zoning out and debating. No, but I think I would have a jaguar boyfriend.
Really?
I think I would want that. I feel like I would either have a jaguar boyfriend or a spider monkey girlfriend, but I feel like the spider monkey girlfriend would get too weird because like she's so human already. With like we got the same number of limbs, and sure she can climb up and get stuff from the top shelf for me when I can't. But
So you weren't kidding when you said you were into getting some spikes in your jeans. Holy
am
shit.
I right?
Well, okay, so would you
ladies?
pick a male
I'm thinking
jaguar?
in other ways. A jaguar boyfriend would be
Okay.
great to cuddle with, like super cozy to cuddle with, especially in the winter, which is what we get here.
True.
And would protect me. I would be able to go walking around with him. Like, presumably we live together at
big
this point.
time.
If I'm dating a
Oh,
jaguar,
yeah.
we're gonna be living together. We could go walking around together at night, and I would feel so safe. It would be like owning a gun without having to have a gun.
I love that those are like
Nobody
two
would
like
mess with me.
super different reasons, but at the same time, two like very human, universal reasons for picking a jaguar to fuck.
Like, it's basically like a super big buff guy who is cuddly and is like super good at weapons and can protect you. Almost like he's got a specialty with knives or something.
Does your
Like,
current boyfriend
I'm
own
just saying.
any guns or?
just
well, he does own knives. I do know him.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like a jaguar boyfriend would just be like having a nice guy to cuddle who
With
was super
knives.
sweet, but also can protect you with
J-Man.
knives.
J-Man.
Oh yeah.
I think your lady wants to mix it up in the sack with some peen spikes.
Nah.
But maybe.
Nah.
Okay.
Guys, we've already talked about this. I've never had sex before.
Oh, that's true.
Also, hello, Mom. Thanks for listening to my podcast.
I actually-
Smear was
like it.
totally not about sex.
I would want a kind of like a silly guy. So I feel like my boyfriend Jaguar would be named Mustachio because he thinks it sounds cool.
Okay. Would he have a mustache?
No, he would just have like a weird spot on one side of his muzzle that he thought when he found out about the concept of mustaches, he was like, oh yeah, I have one of those. And he'd be like, babe, no, you're covered in fur. You don't have a mustache. And he's like, nah, call me Mustachio.
Do it.
Do it.
To answer the earlier question, I would totally pick the monkey.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like kind of like
a monkey, babe.
Well, it would be pretty fucking cute to see a dude holding a spider monkey's hand, like walking down.
It'd be really cute. I just feel like I couldn't deal with the judgments. Like, I feel like if people saw me walking with a jaguar, they would assume other things than, me walking and talking with a monkey.
I mean, what other things?
Because the monkey is so much smaller than me. They would just be like, oh my god, you're gonna break her. Whereas the jaguar, it's like, okay, obviously this jaguar can take care of itself.
Yeah, but have you ever seen that picture of like Shaquille O'Neal and his girlfriend? Actually, people do think that about them. Never mind. Yeah,
that's exactly what they think about them.
Also, like, if we're just like totally getting real, parents, stop listening right now. That clitoris.
Yeah. You would have so much fun with that dude.
Well, it just makes the whole thing a lot easier, frankly.
Dude. Just give her a handy while you're watching movies.
Yeah. As you do.
She could jerk you off with her tail. Like, it would just,
Oh my god.
Is that thing still as sensitive as a regular clitoris? Because, like, a penis has, like, skin around it. Clitoris is still, like, sort of wet, raw shit.
No, it's like the whole clitoris has like the head of the clitoris has the same amount of nerve endings as the penis. So yeah, it would be sensitive.
Well, when humans are forming, like, or when animals are forming in the womb before they like decide if they're male or female, the glands of the penis and the clitoris are the same organ, and then they split off later. Yeah,
that's why, at least in humans, that's why the ball sack has a seam, because that's where the vagina was going to be, and it closed up.
Are you talking about my vag seam?
Yeah, Mikhail, do you have a vag seam on your ball sack?
Hey man,
because that's what it is.
What is it? What is
shit?
Free the boobies, free the something about not wearing shirts. We should have our own. Free the vag seams. No takers. That's fine. I feel
like vag seams can be. I'm okay with vag seams being put away. Just put that away.
Wow, so you're not for gender equality? Because that's...
Well, I feel like the moment that vaginas can just be blared out in the open, then vag seams can. But, like, for the most part, let's just tuck both of those sweaty genitals away, okay?
When you said vaginas being blared, I totally, for some reason, pictured a vagina playing a trombone.
That's the intent.
Like queefs.
It's just like queefing. Just, putting that air to good use.
Okay, now that we've obviously run our well dry, next week we'll be talking about Alternamorphs number 1, The First Journey, and the following week we'll be talking about the morphs from that book. I've been Mikhail, the host.
I am Tessa, the expert.
Lay my heavy head here down to sleep. I've been braiding the newbie.
Sorry, he's just playing his jaguar girlfriend's clit as a trumpet. It's not working as well as if he had a monkey girlfriend, because the monkey girlfriend's clit would have a lot more musicality to it.
And this has been Live from the Gardens, a Fanimorphs podcast about how to be a convincing Animorph. If you'd like to correct or clarify any of the poorly researched animal facts in this episode of Live from the Gardens, feel free to contact us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook by searching for Fanimorphs, the Dork-Bajir Chronicles. And remember, stay safe, stay hidden. Brought to you by
Collective Legacy,
a podcast network.